All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back for our second matchup of the night, and this one is going to be another good one. We just saw a crazy matchup in our last one as the Grandmasters, they come back and survive without foam, able to pull off the victory and improve to 9-1. So congratulations to them. That was a crazy matchup. I'm hoping this one lives up to the hype as well, because this one is also looking to be another good one here, and I am joined by my main man, Merely. Merely, how's it going tonight?
It's going pretty good. That was a roller coaster of a game that we just witnessed in the Titan League. Did not expect it to go that way, but I'm glad it did.
Oh yeah, it was definitely crazy, If you guys missed that one, you'll definitely want to check it out later. But this matchup is bound to be another good one here, as both these teams are fighting for playoff position, both coming in 4-5 on the season. And yeah, Merely, we've actually played against both these teams. There have been a couple roster shakeups since then, but what can you tell us about these guys?
So both these teams, even though they are, I believe, the records show them to be middle of the pack, both of these teams do have some pretty large potential. And I know definitely just looking at these players, a few players. Was Clubly a player of the week, if I'm not mistaken, or am I mistaken? I think he was at least a contender, but
he's definitely been a contender. I'm not sure if he got it, actually.
Okay, but definitely some good players on both of these teams. I think this will be a really close matchup.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's bound to be a good one here. You guys can get predictions in chat there. We got a poll up. Let us know who you guys are taking. Merely, I'm going to bring it to you. Who do you got in this one?
So honestly, like you said, we have played both of these teams. I don't see... Oh, that's right. Okay, Snowstorm doesn't have JSN anymore because he got GM, so he has his own org now. So I think because for that reason, I'm going to have to give the edge to the Tigers, as I haven't seen the Snowstorm play with their third, and I have to imagine shaking up the teams in the middle of the season might come with a little bit of turbulence. So I'm going to have to go with the Tigers.
All right, well, fair enough. We'll have to see if they can pull it off here. I'm expecting to be a close one. Like I said, you guys can get your predictions in chat. Let us know who you guys are taking. Debate it out in the comments. I see at the moment we got Tigers in 3-4. That's a winning. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if that holds on. But yeah, it should be an interesting one here. As waiting for the players to join up. There they go. Always seems to be a struggle to join up in the lobby for some people, but they've got it. They've got it down pat here. As we get game one underway, we got Snowstorm taking on Tigers. Snowstorm over there in the blue with Juan Salsa, Dino Survivor, and Vanity. And speaking of Vanity, he's gonna put the first goal in. Don't even get to introduce the lineups. We got a 3-second goal.
Yeah, and another quick kickoff goal. It feels like this always happens for some reason. There's always just an instant kickoff goal, but that's a nice dead ball by Snowstorm, and just someone cheering up to capitalize on that.
Yeah, it does seem to happen quite a bit. They don't like me to read off the lineups here in these ones. They just got to go quick, and that's a really good start for Snowstorm. And on the other end for the Tigers out here in the orange, we got Central RL, JTY 51, and Clubly on the board for them. So we'll definitely have to watch out for those three, as this one again in the middle, but Clubly going to make a clear and send it down in the corner as he's hunting this one down. Going to pop it up high here, looking for a pass out to the middle. Central going to come in for this one, send it up high. Juan Salsa has to get to it, and he does. Able to push it into the corner. As this one's blocked out in the middle again. JTY trying to keep it in, but Dino send it towards the net. A little bit dangerous is Vanity. He's up, sending it into the corner. A little bit awkward here for the Tigers as they're just kind of hovering in front of this ball. Vanity's going to chase it down in the corner, and Juan is looking for the shot there, but Clubly with a great save. And really, after that first goal, things have died down a little bit.
Yeah, quite a bit, definitely. It looks like there was at least a little bit of confusion there from the Tigers lamp. It looks like just not sure who's going to challenge the ball. And it's causing them to look a little bit slow so far, like maybe they haven't quite figured each other out. But yeah, for the most part, it has been Snowstorm who's had the offense.
And now Tigers maybe starting to figure things out here as they send this one back across. Clubly going to try to make a turn on it. Try to pop one more, but Vanity able to get the touch is JTY in the middle. Clubly with a dunk through, but Vanity able to race back just in time to get that one away. This one's sent up. Central. Good stop. It'll buy his team some time as this one is popped up. Juan looking for a shot, but not even really close as it pops off to the side. Vanity looking for the shot, looking for the double tap as he drops it down again. Could be a shot opportunity, but it's not going to go. And now Tigers have all the pressure there, but Vanity is going to race back, and he's definitely the guy to watch for, as you can see here early, merely.
Yeah, that was almost an insane play. Even after missing the double, he had another chance to send the ball on net. And once again, it's the Snowstorm with most of the pressure. But mostly it's looking like the reasoning for that is because the Tigers can't really find their rhythm yet. We'll have to see if that'll change coming later in the series.
Yeah, just past halfway in game one, so the series is still young, as now the Tigers only with one shot here, trying to get some offense going. As Dino pops up in the middle there, Clubly going to cut it off. He's looking to still chase that one. This one pops up high. JT with no boost to work with as he just pops it up high central now. Sending towards the backboard. Dino has to make the touch, and he does. He put it on the corners. The pass down right to Clubly with the shot, but he can't hit it. JTY tries to follow, but a great passing attempt does not go this time. As now the Tigers trying to get back on offense, but a shot there towards Clubly, but Dino is going to make the save, and the Tigers starting to get a little bit more pressure. A couple of close opportunities there, but still hold on to that 1-0 score line that we saw from the first 3 seconds of this game.
Yeah, other than the very beginning of this game, neither team really capitalizing on a vast array of opportunities, honestly. And yeah, they just kind of need to pick up that accuracy. I think whichever team finds their shooting foot first is going to have a big edge.
Yeah, so far, Tigers, they've jumped up their shots now to 5, but still 0 for 5. And meanwhile, Snowstorm, another shot here, but it's going to be saved away. Now 1 for 3 on the game. With only 1 minute remaining, we'll have to see as the double commit comes out. Tigers with the net wide open. JT trying to set it up in the middle. It's going to be popped up high, but not really a follow there, as that was a huge opportunity for the Tigers, and just they weren't ready for it, it seemed like. As now it's 1-0 still. Tigers not able to get on board.
And this is an interesting matchup so far. It looks like every player on the field is just kind of confusing each other, no matter what team they're on. No real pass plays coming together. There are a few attempts, but nothing's really coming to fruition here.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. They do all seem a little bit awkward. Is almost a double commit there, but Central going to touch it in the corner, and the Tigers, they're going to have to turn it around here in the final 20 seconds. Otherwise, Snowstorm's going to walk away with that kickoff goal for the win. As Clubly with a shot on the backboard, Central with a shot, and oh my goodness, what a play from Clubly and Central to finish it off.
And apparently they were just saving all their potential for the final 30 seconds of the match. That was a great pass there from Clubly, and Central RL is just going to put that one in. That was a really good play.
That was a really good play, and finally the Tigers able to get on the board. A great play from them, and now let's see if they can carry the momentum into this one. Maybe find a game-winning goal as the final 10 seconds of game one are ticking away. Clubly off the backboard, Central again, off the backboard himself. Clubly again with a shot toward net, and he saves it away. Oh my goodness, Clubly, he saved it out of the net. The ball was in, and now the counterattack is not going to go. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, what a save from Clubly. He absolutely balled the entire defense, and then I guess he just hadn't balled enough people, so he decided he had to ball his team as well. Very unfortunate that he ran out of boost, so he couldn't actually put it in.
Wow, that was super unfortunate. I think if he would have let that ball go, it would have just went in, but instead, he saves the ball, and now the Tigers are going to have to try to find something else here.
And now if they lose this game, that'll have a huge mental impact on them. It's hard. It's gotta be tough to recover from that. They have to really try to push for a win here.
Yeah, those mistakes, especially when they cost you the game, can often be so damaging. As now Snowstorm trying to survive here. As Juan able to send it up in the middle. Vanity looking for the shot there off the backboard. Can he find the follow? He can't. As this ball's just hanging around. And something I've been noticing here recently could be a little bit to the struggles of Snowstorm and maybe the success of Tigers is that Dino Survivor, he's been lagging quite a bit here. He's been able to stay in the lobby, so he hasn't lagged out quite yet, but he's been quite high on the ping side, and I think that might be a reason why Snowstorm hasn't really been able to get any clears or really any offense going.
Oh, yeah, I actually didn't notice that. I'm not sure if that's been a consistent issue throughout the game or if it's just recently popped up. If it was from the beginning of the game, they should have asked for a reset. That's unfortunate.
It was a little bit unfortunate, but this ball is sent away and popped up to the corner. As Dino gonna take a shot towards net, but it's gonna go just a little bit high. As his ping now seems to stabilize a little bit as he's trying to get a block there. And this one's sent up to the side. JT sending this one out in the middle. Central looking for the opportunity, and he's gonna bang it by the defense. A great shot from Central, giving the Tigers the win.
And there it is. Central came through in the final 20 seconds of the regulation time, and now he's going to put in the final goal to secure it. And it's good for them that they got that win. Like I said, it would have been really unfortunate if they lost after that mistake by Clubly.
Yeah, it would have been unfortunate, but fortunately, the Tigers are going to be able to hold on and survive in this game number 1. And that was a pretty intense game 1 there. I mean, it kind of slowed down in the middle at some points, but Tigers really brought it back in those final 15 seconds, and then going into overtime. And Snowstorm, they didn't really have too much going offensively besides the early kickoff goal. And now heading into game number 2 merely, what do you think Snowstorm has to do to get some consistent offense?
Well, other than hoping that their ping doesn't continue to spike, they really just have to try to make consistent touches on the ball. That's what the issue really boils down to, in my opinion, for both of these teams. The last goal there even was mostly because of one mistake, a side flip, I believe, from the defender that allowed for kind of an easy shot. So if they can just make these simple touches and consistent hits on the ball, I think they'll be well in this series.
Yeah, I think so, as well. As we got everyone joined up here for game number 2. I think you're right. That's probably the name of the game here, as both these teams struggle for consistency. But right away, JT is going to put that one in. A great shot, and the Tigers come out with an early kickoff goal this time.
And yeah, this time the script is reversed. Slightly more highly skilled kickoff goal. It wasn't just a dead ball this time, but a bounce off the side. But the Tigers are going to come out trying to keep the same pressure that they had at the start of the last, or at the end of the last game.
And they score first. They scored this one in 4 seconds, and we saw last game Snowstorm score in 3 seconds. So the Tigers able to, like you said, flip the script a little bit, and now they're starting out strong in this one. See if they can continue it on. As this ball's back to the corner, Dino popping it up high, looking to stay with it, trying to get a 50-through-1, and he does. As Clubly up in the ceiling, a little bit of an awkward ball, just kind of passing in the middle there. Central, fortunately, able to get to that one. And now JTY into the corner. And a little bit of a miss there. Central now on the dribbles, just got to get it by 1, but Vandy, a good challenge, able to send it a long way. As now he's trying to send it back in once more, but can't do it this time. As Dino trying to slide one through. And this one off the backboard. Could be an opportunity here, but a great save. JTY in the way. What a save right there.
Yeah, that was insane. And here you see Vandy has been creating some really good opportunities. I think if you can just have someone there to follow up on the ball, I think they can be scoring a lot more often off of some of these plays that he's getting. That was a really nice backboard hit, but the shot follow-up was lackluster.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I mean, you have to wonder here. I haven't seen too much from Snowstorm, especially with the lineup changes, but obviously we've seen Vanity as kind of that number 1 type of guy. So merely, I mean, between these two, between Juan and Dino, who do you think is going to step up and be that second man here?
It's kind of difficult to say. I think Juan Salsa is the only person on the field I actually don't recognize. I know that Dino Survivor can make those plays though, and he has been able to come in clutch for his team before. So I'd have to look at him, especially with the experience, to kind of step up here.
Here he is again, trying to get something going, but not going to happen this time. Is now Vanity towards the net. Central can't make the save, and Vanity is going to put it in, and there's Dino Survivor helping with a 50 up there.
And there it is. Maybe instead of just hitting the ball hard at the backboard, he should just keep trying to pepper the net with these shots, because that wasn't even the hardest shot. I think Central maybe just ran out of boost, and he couldn't get a save there, even though it probably was possible.
Yeah, tough one there. As now Snowstorm coming back to tie this one up. Still over 3 minutes remaining. As Dino dropping this one down. JTY can't find the touch as Vandy in the middle. This ball over to the corner. Central finds a pop. It's Dino trying to push it towards net. JT a little bit too close there. Is this one just sent back in the corner? Juan trying to get it by one, but can is JT and Central combined for a little bit of a passing play, able to clear it out. Is Dino taking his time there. And this ball popped up over the top of Vandy. Dangerous, but Dino, fortunately, doesn't have to get in the way. This one is now Central, looking back for the opportunity, trying to find the shot, but it's not going to go. And now Snowstorm on the attack here. What can Vandy do? He's going to take it up instead towards the ceiling. Finds a touch. Look at it, send it right in.
Oh my God.
Wow, what a play.
That was some insane control from Vandy. A great clear setup, a nice opportunity for him, and he really doesn't make any mistake with it. That was a beautiful touch off the ceiling with that air dribble to the top corner.
Oh my goodness, Vanity Bob coming in with that play. Wow, what a shot, and that's a great way to give Snowstorm the lead in this one, as they now are up by one. As that was awkward, and he's just going to come in and put another one in, a hat trick for him, and he's just going off right now.
And there it is, his third goal, and that's just a tough read for Central to make, but he was last back. You have to make that touch if you're the last defender. Now it seems like if Snowstorm has finally found their offense, if they can just keep their defense locked down, then they'll be in a good position to take this.
Yeah, they definitely will be. But Tigers, we've seen them come back before. We saw it in game one, and we'll have to see if they have more of that in them. As this one out in the midfield, but it's sent up high. Is now Vanity pushing towards the net. Central has to make the touch, and he does. Picking up a savior middle for himself. Now the Tigers looking to get on the attack. Central just sending it towards the net, but Dino going to make the save. Ball still dangerous. And a shot opportunity, but Clubly a little bit too wide. Not sure if that one would have even been able to make it through, but it doesn't matter, as now we're now in the final minute 30 of game two. Snowstorm looking to tie this one up at one apiece. Now Clubly sending it up high. Dino, though, going to be banging it out. Juan just going to fake by it, leave it in the corner. Going to allow Vandy, send it towards the net. Ball pops up high. Dino, he's up for it. What can he do with it? Off the backboard. Can he find another touch? He's trying to, but he can't quite put it home. But another good attempt, and it's so much Snowstorm pressure merely. It's 10 shots compared to 3 in favor of Snowstorm at the moment, as another one comes on net.
And yeah, now it looks like Snowstorm really regained their confidence. And now they look just so much more composed. They're getting big clears. They're keeping consistent pressure. Now, as I say that, they're the ones on the back foot. But that's an insane save from Dinosaur on the goal line. Absolutely beautiful play.
Wow, they are holding on. The defense is strong. The offense is great as well. As another one comes in, Vanity with the fourth. And with 36 seconds remaining, that might just be the dagger.
And yeah, there's a fourth goal for Vandy. You know, I said that his teammates needed to support him on offense, but really it looks like all they need to do is support him on defense, prevent them from getting scored on. If they can get him to clear, then he can do it almost all himself on the offense.
Yeah, he's been making it happen in this one so far, as now Snowstorm up 4-1 in this one, looking to tie up this series. But wait a minute here, as Central puts one in, and not so fast, Rocker Man, as this one is going to go in.
And Central wants it to be known that the game is not over quite yet. That's a great read from Vanity. He's clear. He saw he wanted to hit towards the wall. He's going to be there immediately. No chance for the defense to get back on that one.
So 27 seconds. Still some time remaining here. If the Tigers can pull off something quick, that one's not going to help this time. But still an opportunity here is now Juan Salsa looking for the angle. JT barely able to get to it. Almost a perfect shot. But the Tigers, they have to be perfect now if they're going to want a chance to tie this game up, as Central is by one, but Dino into the midfield. This ball popped up high. Going to need 2 goals in rapid succession here as Vanity sends it down. And as that one's cleared away, that's going to wrap it up here, as Snowstorm is going to come back behind a 4-goal performance from Vanity to take this a win, 4-2, excuse me, a great win. And now they've been able to tie up the series here at one apiece.
Yeah, and that was a much better performance from Snowstorm there, especially in the latter half of the game. It really felt like they found their stride. But from both teams, I'd say they looked more composed, maybe some game one on-stream nerves coming out. Now the series is tied, and Snowstorm has the momentum, but the Tigers have looked like they have the ability to keep it up.
Yeah, the Tigers really haven't been too far behind, and we saw them in game number 1. They were able to hang on, and it was relatively close, and even at the end of this one, they found it a little bit more, but the Snowstorm offense, just too much to handle, as they jump up to 14 shots as compared to 5. So the Tigers, The Tigers merely they're really gonna have to look to find their offense here, and maybe get some relieve some pressure on the defensive end.
Yeah, definitely. One consolation they can have though, I believe. I'm not sure if Vandy is the only person. I'm not sure if he scored in game one, but this game they did pop off, but it was mostly Vandy. So you have to wonder if he can't show up in every single game, are they going to keep struggling to score goals without having him as their offensive cornerstone?
That is a very good point. That's always one of the toughest things to do, especially in Rocket League. If your top guy is not um, performing as well as you would like him to in some of these games, the other guy's got to step up. That's what makes Rocket League great. You have three guys on the pitch, and someone has to step up. But so far, it's been a lot of vanity, and if he can keep that up, Snowstorm might just be able to keep it rolling here. But Tigers still have a lot to be happy about here, as they're still tied in the series. And now, to see if they can turn on their offense as Central towards the backboard. Awkward ball. Vandy, though, able to make a nice clear. As now he sends it up high. Look at the air dribble, just trying to send it towards the net, but JT able to get back just in time. Able to clear that one away. And now see Snowstorm back on the offensive pressure here as Tigers, they tried to get something going early, but nothing quite doing out of it.
Yeah, and now the Tigers have had more pressure, but still, I think it's their defense that they need to work on. It looks like still they're not sure who should be going for the ball when it's kind of just hanging in the midfield, and they need to really pounce on those clears so that they can create as many opportunities for themselves as possible.
It's JTY trying to get a clear there, but not going to go. This one's going to be a clear. It's going towards the net, but Vanity, he's waiting for it, and he can't make the touches. That one's just going to go in. Clubley's going to get the goal. Maybe too much power there.
And, I mean, that was a great hit. I don't think anyone was really expecting such a hard shot on net from that range. Looks like Vandy thought he had plenty of time to deal with it, and at the last second, he just couldn't get up in time to actually clear the ball.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it looked like just a mistake from Vanity. Now we're used to seeing from him is JTY looking for a shot there. And all three defenders from Snowstorm almost commit on that one. As now Clubley trying to set something back up. But this time, again, it's the Tigers taking the early lead. As now Central, he's just taking it by all the defenders there, and he sets it up high. JTY with the shot, but he can't hit it. But Clubley is there for the finish. He puts it home, and the Tigers take a 2-goal lead.
And that's the kind of coronation we're going to need to see from the Tigers if they want to keep a foot in this series. Great play. All three players getting involved, just hammering that backboard until the final one finally puts it in. That's a beautiful play.
That was a very beautiful play right there for the Tigers, as they're able to take a 2-goal lead. Can they keep it up here as Juan Salsa towards the net, but a great save from Central on the back foot, able to clear that one away. And now it allows the Tigers to get back on offense as JT send it down in the middle. Could be dangerous there, as they're going to try to pitch this one in the middle. JT trying to stay with it, but not going to be able to. As Clubley off the backboard now looking for a foul opportunity, as he just puts it out in the middle. And Central bumped away off that one. And now could be an opportunity for Snowstorm trying to fit it in, but Dino, he can't quite get it. And finally, our first real opportunity there for the for the Snowstorm, but they couldn't quite get it through. And so far it's been a lot of the Tigers on offense here as opposed to the last game. But wait a minute, Dino is going to put that one in. A great shot from him, able to cut the gap to 1.
And there's Dino capitalizing on a demo. Didn't quite see who the player was there, but removing one player, Clubley was not in a good position to follow that up, and he's going to take advantage of that wide open net.
Yeah, that's one that they're not going to miss there, as they're going to put it in. And both these teams, we talked about it on the get-go, but both these teams fighting for playoff position. They've had a couple of roster changes on both ends. Obviously, you talked about Juan Salsa being a little bit different. And I know there's been a couple of changes on Tigers recently. They acquired Clubley via trade. And things have definitely shaken up. So both these teams, they really want to get this series because they're looking to improve to 500. And if you can improve to 500, you have a pretty decent shot of making the playoffs with our 8-team playoff format. So both these teams, they're really fighting for this playoff position, as this one's dangerous. Juan is just floating in front of the net there. Good patience from him and good boost control. Able to save it away. But yeah, really, this is a crucial series, and this is a crucial game for both these teams, as this is game number 3 in the series. Winner will be putting themselves on match point.
Yeah, both of these teams, fighting to bring their records to a neutral position. Obviously, the start or the beginning of a push to try and turn your season into a positive record. So nerves have to be kind of high here. Maybe not exactly a playoff clinching match, but definitely a playoff predicting match.
And a lot of times these matchups can be really crucial, and every match really matters when it comes down to it in terms of seeding. So I know both these teams are fighting hard here. This one's out in the middle. Vanity looking for the shot there, but it's not going to go as a double commit comes out. Dino racing back, able to clear it away in the corner just in time. But Tigers now under a minute remaining in Game 3, and they are holding on to a 1-goal lead as Vanity now on the dribble, going to cut him off quickly. His Dino's up, but Central, he's there first. JT now and Central, a little bit of double commit, going to allow Juan to bang it down, looking for a teammate, but Clubly with a great clear. And really now, we really need Snowstorm to step it up if they're going to want to tie this game up and at least force overtime.
Yeah, they're going to need to find a little bit of that magic they had last game where they just scored 4 goals in what felt like a single minute. But now they only need 1. And, I mean, the Tigers are giving them plenty of opportunities. They're overcommitting. They're looking like they're the team who has to score another goal, actually. They're kind of sending everyone onto offense, but the Snowstorm just isn't able to capitalize right now.
Yeah, they haven't been able to, as they're still down by 1. Might be last opportunity here as we're down to 10 seconds in game number 3. This ball sent down. Snowstorm trying to get one more here. Ball out of the midfield. Could be dangerous here. As Vanity and Dino can't both get to it. Is this one still up in the air? Can they keep it up? Vanity on the dribble, but he's dunked down. A great dunk there to clinch it. And the Tigers are going to take Game 3, and now they are up 2-1 match point from taking this series.
And yeah, that was honestly just a much better performance from the Tigers. They looked a lot more solid on defense. Central especially, I noticed, really stepped up, getting some crucial saves. Definitely probably frustrating Snowstorm a bit, just trying to get that last goal. And now Snowstorm, they've looked hot and they've looked cold, and this was definitely one of those cold games where they just couldn't really get the same quality of shots that they had last game. They're going to really need to, I think, step up their offense. Their defense was still pretty good this game, but they'll need to step up that offense if they want to make a comeback here.
Yeah, and you can see the shot difference just from this game, from the last game to this game. They had 14 last game and only 4 in this game. And when you have that kind of shot turnaround from game 2 to game 3, it's not necessarily going to help you out there. So I think you're onto something there with the shot totals. But I mean, Tigers, they did look a lot better in that game. They were kind of ones controlling the pace in that game 3, really.
Yeah, I definitely think they had the majority of the pressure. But like I said, I think in the middle of the game, if Snowstorm could start to take some of these opportunities to counterattack off of the overcommits that are resulting from the Tigers kind of sending all of their players into the offensive half, if they can just get some counterattacking opportunities, I think they'll be in a really good position. They just have to recognize that even though they might be in danger, like being in danger is a lot of the time the first step or when you're closest to being able to start that counterattack and get a quick, nice turnaround goal.
It's very true, very true. Sometimes you got to put yourself in the danger zone to get out of it and get a counterattack. I think that's a really good point there, and we'll have to see if either of these teams can do just that as we head to game number 4. Just a moment here, waiting for the teams to join up, but Tigers, they are one game away now from taking this series, and it was a really close game 1, but they pulled it off, and then Snowstorm a pretty dominant game 2, and then another close game 3. And Mirali, who do you think is going to have the edge in this one as we head to game number 4?
I mean, definitely just considering the momentum, I think the Tigers will have to have the edge. But if Snowstorm can come out quickly and gain a lead, the Tigers, even though they made a 1-goal comeback in Game 1, they haven't really looked like they have the prowess to just make continuous back-to-back goals. I think if Snowstorm can create a gap early on, then they definitely can find their way to take this game.
Yeah, the Tigers really haven't seemed like the super offensive team, so I think you're right. If Snowstorm can get some goals early here, they might just be able to force a game 5 as this ball is sent over the top. This Central sending it down. Trying to get on the offense early for the Tigers. It's Clubly up in the middle. Vanity, though, he's going to make the touch and send it down as Dino into the corner, but that ball's blocked back across. could be dangerous, but JT, he bangs it down. Vanity can hop up for the save, but a little bit of a double commit. It's Clubly can't find the touch. Vanity trying to stay with it. Not going to be able to this time as Juan. Off the ceiling, Dino into the corner. Gonna send it up high. Could be dangerous ball here. Clubly, he can't find the touch. Juan Salsa towards the net. Dino, we can't get the touch. Just such an awkward angle sitting right there, and he couldn't find it through.
And it looked like Dino was maybe a little bit scared of hitting the ball out. It was hard to tell from his perspective if the ball was going into the net, to be fair. But that was a really good opportunity from Snowstorm. Now they just have to hope that they can find more of those.
They're the first real opportunity of this game 4. They're going to need their opportunities. They're going to need to capitalize them as Central finds a block somehow. Re-jump on that one. As Dino, he's back on it. Vanity looking for the shot, but Central, a great save. Up to JT maybe, but not going to go this time. There's Juan into the corner, going to block this one up high. Snowstorm trying to find some offensive opportunities. Dino off the backboard looking for the follow. He can't find it. Vanity coming in for the shot, but he's going to have to just send it by the defense. And not going to be able to get it going here. So Snowstorm, they're starting to get a couple of opportunities here merely, but none of them have really been super threatening besides the one that Dino couldn't quite turn around.
Definitely not. And the Tigers' defense still does look pretty strong. Like I said before, Central is really keeping a footing, as that's a bit of a triple commit from the Tigers. Not exactly what you want to see, but they all got back fast enough to save the ball. Once again, Snowstorm just not being able to find any time to make the plays they want to.
They really haven't. Is this one just rolling towards it? Not dangerous. Maybe trying to give Vanity some more saves, I guess. As he's up on the attack there, looking for the shot. He's going to put it in. Somehow that works out for them, and Snowstorm takes the lead.
And that's a really nice shot. Just the defender there didn't show respect for that last touch that Vanity could get. Pushed up a little bit too far, and they're not going to be able to get back in time to save that one.
And maybe, Mira, that's what we were talking about earlier with the danger zone. It seemed like Snowstorm, it seemed like the Tigers had him right where they wanted him. And then all of a sudden, Vandy just takes it down the field, and now Snowstorm in the lead.
Exactly, and that's what they need to do if they want to keep scoring here. That's a great bump from Dino, actually, but he won't have any backup from his teammates, unfortunately.
As now Juan's also going to put that one in, and Snowstorm, a 2-0 lead.
And I'm not sure exactly what happened here. Once again, this is the same issue that I've kind of been going back to for the Tigers on defense. It looks like there's times when the ball is in the middle of the field and the defenders just have no idea who should be challenging. I'm not sure if it's an issue with communication in their comms, or if maybe they're just being too polite, saying, you take it, no, you take it. But they're just sitting there and no one's going for the ball. I mean, you can't give the other team opportunities like that.
Yeah, and with Snowstorm here, how aggressive they've been. If you give them their opportunities, they're going to capitalize on them. As now the Tigers down by 2 here in Game 4. But Clubly, look for the shot, but it's saved away by Vanity. Again, his 4th of the game. He is just getting those saves. He has been everywhere on the field for Snowstorm, just performing so well. And the Tigers, they just can't seem to find any offense here as Vanity's up again, able to clear it a long way. And now Snowstorm back in the attack, looking for a 3rd goal maybe. But Central going to be able to clear it away. And now only a minute 30 here. If Tigers want to avoid a Game 5, they're going to have to turn up the pressure and get some offense going.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to change something because their playstyle, their somewhat defensive playstyle, isn't going to score 2 goals in a minute even at this rate. They really need to find something fast, and that's not going to help them. Juan's also putting in his 2nd goal of the game. I believe his 2nd goal of the series only as well.
Yeah, Juan Salsa, he's stepping up here, right over the top of Central, just bouncing in the corner, nobody there in the net for the Tigers. And, unless we see something miraculous here, it's looking like a lot like that game number 2. We're almost alternating games here. We saw Tigers close in Game 1, then we saw a blowout from Snowstorm in Game 2, and Tigers close in Game 3, but wait, JT, he's going to put that one in. I'll hold the thought there, as now they're only down by 2.
And that was a great bump from Central in the net there. I think the defender might have been able to get back to save it, but Central just yeets him out of the way, and just the shot on target is enough there. Now they have to wonder, or they have to hope that they can still get 2 goals in a minute.
It's still more than possible for them, as now only 1 minute remaining. Can they find another 2 goals to force overtime, or even 3 goals to win in regulation? But Vanity, he sends that one up high. Clubly barely able to make the touch. It's still dangerous as a double commit comes out from the Tigers. It's pinched back towards the net. Juan Salsa barely able to make the save, but that was almost an insane team pinch. whether it be calculated or not, it almost went in.
And that's a great job from the defender there. He was just in the perfect position to receive that. If there was no one there, that pinch was definitely going in. And I'm a little sad it didn't, because I love to see those highlight pinches. But Snowstorm are going to hold on here, and now it's looking like there's not much risk of them losing the same one.
The final seconds here is another one's going to go in. Juan Salsa picking up the hat trick, stepping up big in this game. And now I will have to agree with you here. Final 17 seconds, up by 3. It's looking pretty much like it's over.
And Juan Salsa really has stepped up this game. You know, he's been a little bit quiet for the rest of the series. We've just kind of seen him making silent plays, but 3 goals in this game, he's really stepping up and making a difference for his team.
He definitely stepped up here. And now, final 10 seconds, Snowstorm with a very solid lead here, looking to hold on, maybe get one more for the road. This one's popped up in the middle here. Vanity trying to find it in. This ball going towards the net, but it's going to hit the ground. And we've got our second Game 5 of the night merely as Snowstorm take Game 4 to send us to Game 5.
And yep, it's another Game 5. I mean, I guess we can't be surprised at this point. It seems like almost every series we have on the stream is going to Game 5. But that's a great bounce back from Snowstorm. Really does well. They've recognized that the games they've lost were all just really close. You know, they've kept their mentality, and they popped off once again to take another commanding victory to give them the momentum for Game 5 as well.
Yeah, they definitely have a bit of that momentum here. And now as you go into this one, I mean, really, we do see this kind of trend though, where Tigers close in Game 1, close in Game 3, but Snowstorm blowouts in Game 2 and Game 4. If the trend continues, it should be a Tigers win here, but really anything's up in the air in Game 5.
If the trend continues, that's true. But you have to consider maybe Snowstorm are the type of team, kind of a do-or-die team where they only show up when they really need it. That could also be a possibility. And if that's the truth, then Game 5 could be where they thrive. We'll have to see. But either way, if the 1-to-1 trend does continue, then yes, Tigers should have the edge.
Well, we'll have to see. Anything is in store for game number 5 as these two teams fighting to get to 500 again and stay in that playoff race. Let's get things going here on Champions Field. As a demo comes out, no early kickoff goal quite yet, but JT, he's going to send this one up, trying to get something going, but Juan Salsa cuts him off. Now Vanity, he's by 1 on the dribble here, trying to get it by a second, but Central, a good cut off there as he's taking it towards the net. A little bit of a double commit allows it to go right out to JT, who's taking the shot. Look where the follow tried to bounce it in, but he can't send it home. And you see some immediate pressure here merely from the Tigers trying to get that early offense.
Yeah, they've already really picked up the pace from the last 4 games. I mean, they've just come out of the gate kind of swinging. Slowed down a little bit now, but that was a scary offensive opportunity for them. If I was Snowstorm, I'd be a little bit concerned that they'd go back to that again.
Have to be a little bit concerned if the Tigers are on their offense as this one is sent across to the side. JTY up in the air trying to push it towards the net, but one is dunked by JT. A great shot as he puts it home and the Tigers take the lead.
And that's a huge dunk. A nice first touch off the wall there, gets one more, and then Juan Salsa under the ball. JT recognizes this, goes above, and he's going to get a nice dunk into the net. Beautiful air dribble there.
A great dribble, and now the Tigers, they started out strong here. But once again, they started out strong in pretty much most of these games, but can they hold on is the question. As Vanity can't find the touch, Dino pushing it across the field, Clubly into the corner. As Juan moves it down the field, Central trying to get up to it, he does, but it's sent back in the zone. A great demo comes out. Can open up a little bit of space, but Dino is sending it into the corner. It's Clubly with a block in the midfield. Dino gonna bump him out of the way. Is Central now taking it up. This ball in the midfield there. Snowstorm trying to get some sort of offense going. They haven't had anything in this game. 0 shots still. It's been all Tigers in the first 2 minutes here of Game 5.
Yeah, now it does look kind of reminiscent of Game 3 and Game 1. Definitely a lower goal-scoring affair than last game. And this definitely favors the Tigers, especially with a 1-goal lead. If they can just kind of keep this game to even continue to be a battle for the midfield, I think they definitely have the edge.
Now Snowstorm, maybe first real opportunity, but it's denied away. as now they're trying to get up central with a great block in the midfield. Dino right into Juan, who sends it back towards his own net, as Vanity going to help him out with the clear. And now Vanity on the play here. He's erased off the map by JT, a great demo, able to cut off the team leader for Snowstorm, as now a double commit comes out from the Tigers, trying to still put that offense on as we're past halfway. And a shot opportunity there. It's not going to go. A fake comes out central. Try to put it in. Might have been a calculated fake, and it almost worked out for the Tigers, but Snowstorm, fortunately for them, they're not going to be done in by that one.
Yeah, they still only have less than half of the game to turn things around, though. They have had chances, but they still haven't really felt all that threatening. Even the shots they're getting on net now don't seem like they're any danger for the Tigers, and they're dealing with them extremely well.
Yeah, they are holding on for sure here, as we still have a 1-0 margin here. Central, though, sending it down. Dino able to find the touch as Vanity across the field. This ball blocked up in the midfield now. Shot opportunity, Vanity towards the net, but it's blocked away. This ball up, Dino now trying to send it towards the middle. Juan trying to find the shot, but he can't find it. Snowstorm trying to put all their eggs in one basket here, as now this ball popped up off the backboard. A triple commit comes out, faking everybody out, but Tigers somehow, some way hold on, and Snowstorm, they just can't buy a goal right now, as they're still looking for what Dino's going to put it in and tie it up.
And there it is. You saw the triple fake from Tigers, but it wasn't enough, as Dino Survivor gets a very nice shot. Clubley was in a good position on the goal line, but he didn't have enough speed to save a top right corner. Great shot from Dino, and a good pass from Juan, I believe.
Yeah, great play. Now Snowstorm able to tie this one up, but can they bring it all the way back and take the lead and take the series? As this one sent out. Dino popping it back up. Vanity, he's up early, trying to pitch it down, but not going to go this time. As this ball sent up high, final minute remaining of game number 5. As this one sent out, Clubley with a nice block, trying to get something going for the Tigers. This ball sent up high, could be dangerous. Clubley with a shot, but it's going to go a little bit wide. A great opportunity again there, as Tigers back on it again. JT trying to send it in, but not this time. This ball's pinched out of the midfield. Dangerous again. And Vanity, he's going to have an opportunity. He sends it up high towards the net. Clubley has to make the save. This time he does, but final 30 seconds merely. It's anyone's game at the moment.
Yeah, both teams kind of battling it out, spending time in each other's half, but no teams putting threatening shots on net. That's another save that Clubley's going to have to make. Now they just have to try and find coordination on the offense to finish this off for either team.
Final 10 seconds now. Snowstorm with an opportunity. Juan, he sends it up high. Dino is there off the backboard. Central trying to get it clear out. It's still up high. Central sending it a long way here. Could it go on the net? Is it in? No, it's saved by Juan Salsa at the last minute. What a save.
Well, what a save indeed by Juan Salsa. Had to rush back to the net there and barely makes a goal line save. They got to be feeling it after that one, but now a reset. Now they have a chance to come back and start fresh.
Oh my goodness, Juan Salsa. We saw him step up in Game 4. He stepped up huge in Game 5 as Vandy. He's looking for the shot there. It's not going to go this time, but if Snowstorm is able to hold on, you have to look at that save and know how crucial it is. But Tigers, they're hoping they can just end it right here as a ball out in the midfield. A little bit of a double. But it's going to go off to the side. This one up now. Juan Salsa towards the net. Dino looking for the shot, but Central with a great save there. Able to keep it away as this overtime marches on, but this one dangerous in the midfield. Fortunately, it's going to go a little bit wide. Is now Central on the dribble. Not much boost to work with, though. This one's sent all the way back. Tigers have to retreat. This one could be dangerous. It is out in the midfield. Patience, though, is going to allow Tigers to get back. And with a minute into overtime, see Snowstorm, they're trying to threaten these shots, but no one's able to get an edge quite yet, as there's been a couple of great saves on both ends.
Yeah, and now it looks like Snowstorm really has found their pressure. Thanks to Juan Salsa keeping the game alive for overtime. Now they have all the pressure. They just need to find these shots once again. They have so much, but they're not really doing anything with it yet. Yeah,
9 shots for Snowstorm as compared to 5 for Tigers. Still tied at 1. Winner of this one will win the series here in Game 5. This ball is just floats across the net, and nothing is going to come out of it for Tigers as this ball sent down. Vanity pops it up high. Clubly, last man back. He has to make a good touch, and he does. And he's able to stay with it as well as he sends it down. He's over 2. Dino now last man back. Central trying to get something going here. As this one's still out in the corner, as Vanity, he sends it down, and now Clubly again, last man back. He can't make the touch this time, though, as another miss comes out, and a huge opportunity gone to waste for Snowstorm.
And they just didn't. They just put too much faith into the Tigers there to make those touches. If there was someone pushed up, that would have been an easy goal. But now it's going to be JT that scores the goal to end the series. What a game.
Wow, what a series there as the Tigers hold on to win. Juan Salsa, he made the save at the end of regulation, but he can't get that one. Too much of a banger as JTY 51 coming in clutch with the goal there. A huge win, a huge series victory, and that was a crazy game right there as the Tigers are able to hold on. Another close one. The trends continued merely. They went all the way to Game 5 as the Tigers hold on in a close one to improve to 5-5 on the season.
The trend continues indeed. And yeah, it looked like the Tigers were just kind of the better team when Snowstorm weren't clearly leading in goals. They did a much better job of mostly staying composed on defense. But still, if you're Snowstorm, you gotta be feeling that, because with so many of those whiffs on defense from Tigers, it's not like they didn't have any opportunities. In fact, they had plenty. They just didn't read the plays quite right. Yeah, either way, though, a great series. Good for them to even be able to make it to Game 5, and a great series.
Yeah, definitely a great series. So congratulations to the Tigers. They are improving to 5-5. Unfortunately, Snowstorm is going to drop in this one, but a crazy Game 5 series. And hopefully it lives up to the hype. We're 2 for 2 on the Game 5s on the night, and we'll have to see if our third match will also live up to the hype. It's the Banshees taking on the Rooks. Both these teams on the outside looking into the playoffs, but a win would mean the world for them in their season. That one is coming up in just a few minutes. Stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.